Here we are again. Big trip up the mountain. 2 nights, rain, as you can hear and see, and snow. And there's Brucey is in the back waiting. He can't hear us. He's raring to go. This is going to be a grim walk. 3 hours of this. And it's cold. It's about 9 degrees centigrade. Oh well, I'll see you when we're on the route. Okay, let's get going. There's a lull in the rain. Isn't there, Brucey? So let's get up there as quickly as possible. It will be just, I think, about 3 hours. But it's just gonna be grim. Bruce, you ready? Come on. Okay, see you on the way. Right, we're on the trail. It's cold, it's grim. Bruce is happy though. He loves these conditions. Right, so I'll see you near the top once we get on the ridge, which is at 1,300 meters. 2 hours, 15 minutes, and we're at the ridge. Oh, that was horrible. It's freezing cold. I'm soaking wet. Because it's so steep and you're working so hard, I had to take my rain jacket off because it was just too hot. I was sweltering. Okay, 2 hours, 52. Apparently my move ring has closed, whatever that means. Let's see. Yeah, so that was a long way. Straight up as well. And we're here. This is where we're camping. It's gonna get cold really quickly now I've stopped. So I've just gotta put my rain jacket on, get this pack off, and get camp started. You see Bruce with his stick. He's gonna want a treat soon, I know. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna drape the tarp that way and have the tent at the back there. Yeah, I'm hoping it will work. But if I have a fire, I want it high enough that I can have that fire and not worry about the tarp. Now this breeze is going to be a problem. It's going to make it cold. But that's the mountain. It's where we are. Not much I can do about it. Yep. Tie up another one down there. Starting to get cold now. Got to put my dry gear on. I just want to get shelter set up first though in case the rain really starts again. Hey Brucey. So I could put the tent in now just to see what we're looking at. It's the beauty of a freestanding tent. And getting it done before it starts raining again would be a good thing. So if I do this away from the trees, just for now, it definitely won't get wet. Oh, I can't wait to get out of this cold gear. It's cold, soaking wet gear. As long as I don't get hypothermic, I'll be okay. As easy as that. The tent is set up. So yeah, the Hilleberg Una, I think all Hilleberg tents, you can set up the inner first, the outer, and it's already connected to the inner. And then that's your vent at the top, and that's waterproof as well. And then you just tighten up the clasps, make it nice and taut. Okay, now I have shelter. Right, let's put this under the tarp. I'll just have to bring it this way more. If I do it like this, I'm going to move those rocks, use them for a fire. Okay, I just need to peg out the middle bits and we're looking good. So depending on the snow, however much comes, I might have to move the whole thing this way a bit, the tarp, just because the door is there, and then bring it down more, but we'll see. Right now I just want to have some access, look out, chill out. Okay, I need to unpack everything. There's loads of gear in there. I'm freezing cold, starting to get hypothermic. I've got to change into my warm stuff. I can hardly talk. I can hardly feel my fingers. So I'll come back to you when I'm all sorted, everything unpacked, and I'm in my dry stuff. Okay, everything's set up. Camp is all ready. Now I've got to go to the tarn and get some water. It's about 5 minutes away, 5 to 10 minutes away, and it's raining, so we're going to get wet again. But at least I know I'm coming back to a nice dry camp. Okay, Bruce, let's go to get the water. Come on. Here's a smaller tarn. I'm going to fill up the water filter with that, aren't we, Brucey? With the tops. Storm is definitely coming in. Oh, it's grim. I got to get out of this wind. Got to get this done. So I'll come back to you at the tent. Oh, welcome back, everybody. That was freezing. Got the water, and I've topped up my Nalgene. There's a few things I need to do. It's still pretty early. I need to get firewood, get a fire set up, because it's cold, temperature's plummeted. And I was honestly starting to go then. I could feel it. I'd reached my limit of cold and wet and the wind chill, and it was getting to me. So strip down, get all the wet stuff off, get all dry stuff on. So I've got 2 merino layers under this, a thinner one and a thicker one, and then just my UF Pro winter jacket, which is synthetic, so even if it gets wet it still stay warm, but it's a warm jacket. Waterproof trousers on. These are very good. There's no insulation in these though, so if I start to get really cold, then I've got my insulated Corinthia MiG-4 pants. These are over trousers, and these will just go over my boots and everything because they zip all the way up to let you get your boots on. Brucey, where are you going? Now, Bruce needs a treat. He always has a treat when we get to camp. He's been patiently waiting. He sits like a good boy. And thank you everyone who's got us treats. And on Buy Me a Coffee, much appreciated. So, pig's ear for Brucey. There you go. Good boy. So he has to take it away, and he's taking it out into the rain. Because Bruce likes the rain. He doesn't care about it. Okay, what I need to do before sorting fire stuff out, I need to make a brew. I need a hot drink. Now, it's very bright behind me, isn't it? Let me just move the camera. Hopefully that's not so bad. It's just that it's bright, really bright that side. What was I just doing? Oh yeah. Now I've got my grill here, which also doubles as a table. There you go. Titanium. Boundless Voyage. I think I got this on AliExpress. Or maybe I got it on Amazon. Just a bit handy. Just nice to have a little place to put your cup and stuff. So yeah, I need a coffee. Oh man. Suddenly I can see the steam on my breath. I need to put my thermometer out and see what temperature it is. I think it was like 1 degree centigrade. Oh, Bruce's blanket. He doesn't really need this. In fact, he doesn't need it at all. But I just know, I've got his dog bed there as well. I just know that when I put this on him at night, he is more comfortable. And I know that if I steal it for a bit, I feel more comfortable with it as well, because it's so warm. This is one tigress, I think. Yeah. Back at it. So this is a new camera. Hopefully I've sorted the brightness out this time, and because last time it was a bit too dark. But I'm sure it's better this time. Yep, that's blooming already. Much quicker. Oh, so while we're waiting for that, oh, and you'll see I've got the big chair with me for comfy back time, because this is going to be a 2-night camp. Yeah, so 2-night camp. Oh, Bruce has finished his... You finished that already, Brucey? It's going to be impossible to film him because he's just all over the place up here. Oh, it's chilly. I need this hot drink. Yeah, 2-night camp. We're on the tops. It's 1,500 meters at this point. Raining now, but from tomorrow morning it's meant to be snowing. So it's more important to have the fire for tomorrow. If I do get a fire set up for tonight, I just feel it might be a bit of a waste if it's not cold enough to justify it. But it does make it easier to cook, because then I can cook on the fire. So I'm not going to put his dog bed out because he won't lie on it anyway. He only lies on it when he's in the tent. Oh, stay away from that, Bruce, that's hot. Gosh, you almost just burnt your nose. You had to have a sniff. Yeah, so he's going to be zigzagging all over the place. Can't keep an eye on him. That was a hard schlep. So yeah, we're on the tops, 1,500 meters. It's cold, it's grim. I've got a pack full of gear, so much gear I bought on this one, just to make sure, ultra comfortable because it is 2 nights. I think my pack weighed almost 25 kilos, just over 50 pounds. I need to just chillax. Need to chillax. I need to then pluck up the, well, you know, courage to go and get firewood in the wet. Ugh. Never fun. I think this is going to be a good setup. My only concern is this door. Snow has a habit of just coming in, and this only has one door and it only opens on that side. It doesn't open on that side. So that is my only concern. I haven't pegged the tent down because there's no point, because the tarp is pushing right down on it and all my gear's in it. It's not going anywhere. The tarp will protect it anyway. And it's completely under the tarp. Just far corners aren't. I do like this tent. It is very flexible. It's very handy, the Hilleberg Una. It's a good size for me and Bruce. Okay, we're boiling here. Yep. Wow, there's a bee. Oh, I can smell that. It smells great. Ah, now I have got one other thing as well for when it gets really cold that I've never used.
these are outer boots for my boots. They're called Arctic Shield. And you put them on over your boots, and you're not meant to really walk around in them much. The sole isn't thick rubber. It is thick, but not enough to go for a hike or anything. But you could do some basic camp stuff. Anyway, you put these on, zip them up, and they're meant to really keep the heat in your boots. They're meant to be amazing. So I'm quite keen to try those. Okay, just chill for a minute. So I could dry him off. I could get his bed out, and I could put his blanket on him. And then the second I'm not looking, he'll walk away. Then drag the blanket with him. It just isn't in his nature. And he doesn't feel the cold. He's got such a thick, downy, you can see the sort of reddish brown stuff under here. I don't know if the camera's picking that up. It's bone dry. And if I put my, it's super warm in there. That's his extra thick insulation. And the outer coat is just sort of waterproof, and the water sheens off it. Because people say, oh, why don't you get him a coat? He doesn't need any of that stuff. He hates that stuff. He doesn't want it. He's perfectly fine the way he is. And he, you know, he's bred. They're bred for way worse conditions than this. Gosh, this blanket's so warm. I just took it off then. Oh, I felt the cold straight away. Alright, this is what I need to warm me up. Thanks for coming, everybody, on this very grim trip that hopefully will end in a winter wonderland. Fingers crossed. And he's gone, just like that. Ah, so he's just, you can't see him, but he's lying down just outside the edge of the tarp, being dripped on. The rain is dripping on him, and he just doesn't care. Oh. I'll bring you back later when I've worked out what I'm going to do about fire and cooking and everything. So that's a bush robin. Very friendly, very curious. They seem to like Bruce. They always go up to Bruce. Come and lie down here. You're in the rain. Oh no, not here, Bruce. Oh, lie down, lie down, lie down. Good boy. You scared off the robin. Right, I've got a dead standing tree that I can chop up and saw up. Now I've only got a knife with me and a saw, so I'm going to have to do some batoning. Somewhere. Got a bin liner with all my wet stuff in. So I'll kneel down on this and saw up all the wood, won't I, Brucey? Okay, mind out, Bruce. I need to do this before it gets cold. So yeah, I thought I'll get on with it. Get a fire cranking, I'll feel better. I'm using my silky Zabot. This is an arborist saw. Professional use. It's pretty, it's light, it's pretty dry inside. That's good.
got my Tops Brothers Bushcraft knife. Very sharp knife, very strong blade. Ah, that's how punky that wood is. Yeah, it's not the best wood. It's what I could find in a hurry. Yeah, this is really crap wood. Right, I'll bring you back when I'm lighting the fire. So in this, my little box of tricks, I've got everything I need to start a fire. Shavings, fat wood, the works. Considering it's not great wood, it's very tough. So the only trees up here are beech trees, native to New Zealand. There are no other tree species here at all in this forest. Alright, what I might do is put some shavings down. So this is fat wood shavings. And then I've got some actual fat wood pieces here. Okay, maybe I might need to use a lighter. Nope, we're in luck. Oh, getting smoked out. Oh, so much smoke. Oh, I just need to let it get through this initial phase. That was grim. That was really grim. That was a lot of smoke. But I said it would be smoky, just because of the damp wood. But actually the wind is sort of sometimes helping, sometimes not. Bruce is gone now. Gone for a wander. Oh, the smoke is awful. But the fire is going now. Oh, I just can't stand the smoke. It doesn't seem to bother him. At least he's come in now from under the rain. Smoke. Let me come out from here. Oh, gosh. Just need a break from the smoke. That is awful. He's just below it. But, oh. It's swirling around the whole place. It's just the wood is so damp. It's just oh, it's just instantly into the smoke. Just need to get through this worst phase of the wood. Okay, how's my coffee doing? I'm almost there. Yeah, so I want to get this down to coals, because then there's definitely no smoke, and then I can cook my dinner on it. I don't need flames. So even now the smoke's getting less and less as it burns off this wet wood that's on the outside. Ah, as I said that, there it is. And the wind is all over the place. The wind just does not know what it wants to do. It's helping push some of the smoke away, to be honest. He might lie on his bed if I put it out for him. Let's see if he wants to lie on it. Don't know. He likes the natural land. Bruce, do you want to lie on your bed? Do you want to lie on your dog bed? If I put it here for you. Okay, he's on it. Right, my coffee must be done now. Yep. Oh. I'm not sniffing because I'm cold. I haven't been cold for a while. This has definitely boosted the heat in here, but just the smoke. Whew. Unbelievable. Come on. Get less smoke, please. And I like this setup. Can you see the back properly? Let me just move you a little bit. So, sloping all the way down to the back. Sorry, oh, the smoke. And it's just all the rain is going off that way. And then there's a natural gully there that the rain's going away from. And the weight of it pinned down is holding the tent down as well. And then when snow falls, it will land on there and it will settle on there, but this tent is designed to take snow. So the tarp shouldn't sink. And the snow on this side should fall off. That's the plan anyway. It might get flattened at the back, but who cares? There's nothing under there except my backpack. So yeah, this tent doesn't have a vestibule. So having the tarp set up like that gives me a really good space at the back to put my tent and everything, my backpack, and keep that all dry. Yeah, I'm happy with this. Welcome back, everybody. Let's move Brucey's bed. So, Bruce, come to bed, come on. He's triggered by the light. So I put the fire out. Couldn't take it anymore. So I'm going to cook dinner on my Trangia. That wood was rubbish, but what I went and got was a whole new load of wood. So I found some dead standing trees that look much, much better. So tomorrow, that will be my day spent splitting wood. Okay, so for dinner. Okay, now that I've got the light on, Bruce won't stay here. He's so triggered. I tell you what, I'm warm. Whew. You know, and you can see my breath. When I first got here, honestly, I think I was almost hypothermic. I was that cold. Now I'm toasty. Okay, so let's top up the fuel. So as I said, these beech leaves get everywhere. It's a mix of methylated spirits, hand sanitizer, and pure isopropyl alcohol. Alright, looking good there. You know what happened earlier? So as I was clearing the fire away, putting the fire out, this knife has a fire steel built into it. And I found the fire steel on the floor. It had popped out when I was doing the batoning. And I hadn't even noticed. That happened to Joe Robinette on Alone. Same thing. He lost his fire steel I think it was first day or second day, and that was it. He was out of the competition. Wow. And it clicks in, and it's meant to stay, but I guess I hadn't clicked it in enough. So that was lucky to find it. Should probably put something like bright orange on it, a tag, so I can see if I ever lose it again. Same with the knife. The knife is amazing, but the handle is black. It's all black, so if you drop it and lose it or misplace it, you'll never find it. So you could wrap it in a brighter color. Bruce, be careful. You can't, I don't think you can see him, but he's triggered by the light and he's just going to get worse. Okay, so dinner. Let's light the fuel first. She might put a bit more in there. So with the Trangia, the trick is not to fill it to the top. You want the liquid just at the big outer rim, not the top of it. Because then I found it just doesn't take properly. It takes ages to bloom if you do that. So yeah, look, I'm disappointed about the fire. I really am. I wanted to cook on the fire tonight, but at least I've got plenty of wood for tomorrow. Okay. So I'm going to need my head torch because I can't see anything. He's lying there just out of shot. I don't think you can see him. But when it's time for his dinner, he'll come in. All right. Now I know headlamps are really annoying on the camera, so I won't keep it on. It's just so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, I need my pan. I've got the lightweight non-stick Trangia pan with me. And that gets hot really quickly. That's his bowl for when dinner is ready for him. He's not having what I'm having because mine is seasoned. I don't need to use any oil. It will all just cook perfectly anyway. It's blooming already. So my knee, everything is steaming. My knees are steaming. I'm giving off a lot of steam here. So I'm warm. Is that better? Yeah, I'm warm. I'm not gonna put his collar on yet. Switch his collar on. I know he wants me to, but he'll just go ballistic if I do that. He's having a great time exploring. And you can smell food. Can you see him? I don't think he can. He's just here. Honestly, if I move the camera, I just know he'll then go to the other side. So there's no point. Right, so what we've got here is a seasoned, lovely, I think it's a ribeye. Yes, ribeye steak. So that's going to take a while. And what I also have is a wrap. And somewhere in my bag of goodies, I should have, yes, some cheese and tomatoes. So I'm going to have a wrap with cheese and tomato, cheese and cherry tomatoes. It's going to be awesome. I'm wet. See, a fire would be nice now just to dry everything off. Everything is wet. Oh gosh, and there's so much condensation on the inside of the tarp. Wow. That's a lot of condensation. It's just so wet. It's so humid. You know, it's going to be pretty grim in the tent on the second night. I just know it. This thing's not very good when it comes to condensation. I wish you... Should I move the camera just slightly so you can see him? He is going nuts. Hang on. Okay. Now I need to put his collar on because it's so dark I can't actually see him. Bruce, come here. Come around here. Here, let me put your collar on. Because I need to see where you are. It's dark now. Okay, go on then. So I can see that orange collar from miles away. But he's pouncing at the shadows from the light. He doesn't see anything. To the people that say, oh, he must have seen something at the tree, climbing up the tree. No. No, that's just where his shadow is being cast from the light from the camera. If I put it on this side, he'd do the same on that side. That's a lot. That's quite a lot of firewood actually, but it's going to take me ages to baton it. Oh, I wish I had my axe with me. Oh, man, there's so much condensation. My legs are starting to feel cold now because they're damp. Yeah. I need to put Bruce's blanket on. Put Bruce's blanket on, that will warm my legs up. He doesn't want it, he's too busy playing. Up, Bruce. Mind out. Wherever he is. I think he's tagging the guy lines. Oh, I'm so ready for this. I'm starving. All I had was a couple of protein bars coming up. Didn't have any lunch. And I know Bruce is hungry. So he's definitely going to come for his dinner. You see, I've moved the camera and he's gone. Okay, I'll bring you back when the steak's ready. What you doing, Brucey? Right. So what I'm going to do is take the steak off. And then I'm guessing a bit here with what to do next. But what I think I should do is put a wrap in here. Oh, Bruce, you're going nuts. Just the base of a wrap, and not for long. Bruce, enough. Did you hear that? Did you all hear that? Bruce has got a little bit excited. Go away. Cheeky. You'll get your dinner soon. Okay, so just put that in just to warm it, and put the cheese on there. So these are beetroot wraps. So this should bubble up and get super hot. And then while that's doing that, and I don't want it to burn, you can see the steam coming out. Then I quickly need to slice my steak. Okay, because I can smell that now. Okay, so that's toasting, so I need to take that off the heat. Yep, and the cheese is melting. Okay, good. Right. I need what have you got there, Bruce? You got a stick? I think you have. Yes, you've got a stick. Not me. No. It's dangerous. Okay, wet wipe. Always take your wet wipes. Alright, yep, the cheese is melting a bit. Okay, so now let's slice my steak up a bit. Why did I pack away my fork? Okay, that's better. Oh yes, perfect. Thin strips. So I've already seasoned the steak. It's got some salt, pepper and other bits and pieces on it. Oh my god, this smells so good. I'm starving. Yeah, that cheese is melted nicely. Okay, so let's put some steak in my wrap. Oh, yum. Chuck some tomatoes in there. Okay. Oh, I'm so hungry. How hot is this? Oh, that's cooled right down. Oh, it's very dirty though. Yuck. Very sooty. Okay, have I overdone the wrap? Nope, I don't think so. It is just toasty. Okay. There we go. My steak, cheese, and cherry tomato wrap. The mozzarella cheese, oh, it's beautiful. It's so good. I've got to give Bruce his dinner now. I can't believe how good this is. The only reason Bruce isn't hassling me for his dinner, even though he's starving, is because of the light, and he's chasing shadows. What he does. Bruce, do you want your dinner? Hello. Oh, did you hear the magic word? Oh, you're sitting. Such a good boy. Wagging his tail. Okay, hang on 1 second. You hungry? You want your dinner? I know. Too good. Okay, let me give Bruce his dinner. So what have we got for Brucey? Right, we've got some of your special diet food. Whatever this is, I can't remember which one it is. Science diet. So he has some of that. And a bit of Jimbo's dog food. His favourite, hypoallergenic. It doesn't come wrapped in cling film. I did that. Just because you don't want blood leaking out and stuff like that. And everything's... when you climb in altitude, everything seeps. It's really annoying. You wouldn't think so, but... Ooh, through your tongue. I'm having a lick. Hang on, Bruce. Hold on, I know. Just wait. Now, I need to do this without spilling any on me. Oh, so I should probably explain again for all the newcomers. A, it's coming into winter here in New Zealand. And yes, it is 2022 and coming into winter. It's towards the end of May, I think. Because we're Southern Hemisphere. And in New Zealand, there are no predators. None. Not a one. No bears, lions, wolves, snakes, nothing like that. There's a couple of spiders that can give you a bit of illness, but nothing major. So yeah, we're very blessed here that there's nothing to worry about with food. A cheeky possum might come and try and steal it in the middle of the night, but that's about it. And our possums are horrible things. They're not like the ones you get in the States or Australia. They're really nasty, vicious things here. Bruce hates possums. Brucey's dinner. Good boy, Brucey. There you go. Enjoy. I need to have my second wrap. It's so good. He's such a noisy eater. Right, everybody. Gonna leave us to enjoy our wraps and him his dinner. We'll come back to you for a cigar and a chat. Thanks again, everyone, for coming on this. It's so far been grim. I'm having a hot chocolate with my cigar. Oh, sorry, bright light. Let's put this back on. Temperature has really dropped. I think it's -1 or 2. Yeah, pretty cold. Centigrade for here. Avalanche hot chocolate. Avalanche, famous for the packets that don't open properly. Oh, that's a first, but yeah, see? Goes everywhere. And I am looking forward to this hot chocolate. I think we've got a boil on. Yep. Perfect. Okay. So no fire. That's disappointing. But I've got my layers, got my blanket. I'm toasty. I've had a decent dinner. That wrap was delicious. I'm about to have a cigar. This rain I don't mind. It's the torrential that's the problem. Saying that, the inside of this tarp is drenched. Let me just wipe it above where my head is so it doesn't drip. Wow, I can't get over how much condensation there is. See, I think a fire would dry that out. But in these conditions, you just can't. So at some point, I'm sure this will freeze overnight. As will anything that I don't bring into the tent with me. I think the wind chill is meant to be -10 tomorrow.
So I'll definitely be needing those Arctic booties. Now, just arrived from London, and again, thank you everyone who's bought us treats on Buy Me a Coffee, or bought merch, or become a member on YouTube, or super thanks in the comments. All those contributions go towards treats for Bruce or for me, and to go to equipment costs as well if I'm trying out new equipment. None of it goes on holidays, believe me. So this is a Monte Cristo number 4. And right now these cost, wow, more than gold, let's put it that way. I think that's more than gold. No, maybe it's not more than gold. What's gold at now? 1,200 an ounce? I can't remember. I haven't been following gold for ages. Oh. That is a nice cigar. Yep, very nice. Oh, and a hot chocolate. Very hot. So I'll tell you where Bruce is. I was wondering what he was doing down there. So I went and explored, had a look. There's a deer carcass down there. Well, very, very old. I mean, just bones. Someone's obviously shot a deer here. Dragged it off down there. And he's chewing on the bones. Nothing I can do about it. I could call him back, which he will, but then he'll go back and chew on the bones again. Thing is, with Bruce, he knows what he wants, and he wants to have fun, and that's fun for him. So whatever. It's just bones, and it's deer bone, and it's wild, and you know, there you go. Hey, you know what? My feet are cold. I just realised my feet are getting cold. So what I might do is put those Arctic booties on now. Because, why not? I've got them. I've got to go and find them. I don't know what the filling, the insulation is on these. I think it's something like Primaloft. Okay. Assuming the logo goes on the outside. So you just put them over your boots. You know what I could do? I could just go the whole hog and put my down pants on as well. Well, let's put these on first. So my boots are a bit damp, muddy. Not really. Okay, so these slide over the top. Now I did check at home that they fit. That's it. Do them up. Bigfoot. Look at that. Arctic Shield they're called. And then you just tighten them. So they reckon that they did experiments. You have to go on their website and check it out. I haven't been paid for this, by the way. I bought these off of Amazon. But I think they detected quite a difference in temperature retained in the boot. Oh, cramp. Oh, cramp in my abs.
Don't do an ab workout the day before you're doing a huge hike. Okay, so how does that feel with those on now? Are they on properly? Yep. Gosh, they're a good size as well, just the right size. I guess you cinch them right up. Okay. Same with this one. Quite rough material as well, so. And they're waterproof. I guess we'll have to wait and see if they warm up, if my feet warm up. Oops. I want to try it with just those on first before I put my down pants on, just in case that affects it. You know what? Yeah, I can feel them. I can feel my feet getting warmer. They're just enveloped in a warmth. How weird. They work. Wow. Okay, I think I'm going to put my down pants on as well. Yeah, because why not? I haven't got a fire. It's getting colder. This is why I have this stuff with me, and this is why I hiked it all the way up the mountain. So these are Corinthia MiG 4. These cost an arm and a leg. Excuse the pun. So these just go straight over your normal pants that you're wearing, or shorts or whatever. And you know what? Now that I've got these down booties in, these covers, these won't get... Ah! Okay, yep. I thought they weren't going to go on then. Okay. Golden. Ooh, they're tight. Tight at the bottom, but that's because I've got the boots on as well. The Arctic boots. Okay, other one. Not easy. Come on, you can do it. Hey Corinthia, you could have made this for people with bigger feet. Then wear bigger boots. There you go. Okay. Now, Corinthia. So even though these pants probably look the same as my jacket, they're a different company. This is UF Pro. And these are Corinthia. Alright, let's see how this goes. I feel like a mummy. Excuse the crotch shot. I feel like a camouflaged mummy. Well, I guess we just have to wait and see if I suddenly start feeling warmer. There are vents coming up the crotch as well, if you get too hot. Lots of pockets, thick material on the knees. I don't know if that's waterproof. I'll have to look it up. So, totally camouflaged. Can you see me? Let's see how long before I start feeling warmer.
what I can do is do up my merino wool layers as well. These are the things you have to do. A lot of, you see a lot of bushcraft videos where they go off out into the forest in the deep snow and it's minus 20 or whatever. But their whole plan is to have a fire. Their survival plan is to have a fire. I think without a fire, because you see they don't have much gear. Because when you've got a fire, you don't need all that gear. But what if you can't have a fire? What if you get injured and you can't have a fire? I'd rather carry the gear, have it just in case. And just like you saw earlier, I just couldn't stand that fire. So I thought, what the hell? Why bother? I've got Arctic gear with me. Okay, maybe not Arctic, but you know what I mean. So I'll tell you what, I am getting warm. Yes, this is all working and my feet are warming up. These things, these Arctic Shield booties, it's a great idea, great concept. You just put them over your boots and they're insulated. Now here's the thing, when I changed my gear, I put on a new set of socks, dry socks, waterproof socks. So I always carry waterproof socks with me because I know that the inside of my boots are going to get damp or wet. They probably got wet today because of rain and sweat. So, waterproof socks. These ones I've got on a Sealskin's winter version. So I put those on, then put them back into the boots. Whereas if you get normal thick socks, wool socks even, and you put them in, they're going to get wet. They're going to soak up and get wet. I mean, they'll still keep you warm because wool works when it's warm, but still, I'd rather have dry feet. But yeah, the inside of the boot, the inside of the boots were wet. The condensation is building up again here. It's going to be a very wet two-nighter, or icy two-nighter. Last time I did this, and it was these conditions, where it rained, and then it got -8. The next day snowed. Everything froze. Just everything froze. Solid. My boot laces were standing out sideways.
Welcome back, everybody. We're in bed, all tucked in. I'm already toasty in the sleeping bag. My feet did start getting a little bit chilly, but that's just because you're sitting there doing nothing. And without a fire, there's only so much your body can do, even with all those layers on. So yeah, I did get a little bit chilly, but that's after hours. I was sitting there for hours watching a movie and stuff. But under the blanket, my legs were piping hot. And as you can see, somebody else is tucked in. So he's got his blanket, haven't you, Bruce? Are you cleaning yourself? He is going to be snug under here. Yeah, he's got his blanket, his towel. Thank you for my kiss. Thank you. I know. Yeah, once I cover him up, once the light goes out, that's it. You won't see him again. He'll be preening for maybe an hour. Preening himself, cleaning himself. but he'll be so warm. I bet you in the morning he is bone dry. So we're cozy in here, in my little palace. I've got my conundrum quilt. Got all my clothes tucked down the end of it, so it actually doesn't matter if I'm off the pad slightly. But this is good down to -6 centigrade, I think. Was it -9? I think it's -6. So I've got the vent open, wide open, and I've got the door open at the top. Yeah, I've got all my gear here. So if I did get cold, I've got my camo, my insulation stuff here. But other than that, we're good to go, good to sleep. And oh boy, do I need sleep. So we will see you, unless something amazing happens in the middle of the night. We'll see you in the morning. It's been a good night. And tomorrow we've got a lot of work to do. Fire. Got to make a fire. Oh, and I've come to bed with just one thin merino layer on, that's it. So yeah, got to make a fire tomorrow, need the heat. We'll see how long it takes to chop all that wood up and then to get the fire going. Hopefully it burns and hopefully it doesn't smoke. All right, night everybody, see you in the morning. Night night, Brucey. Night night. Thank you for my kiss. Night night. Morning, Brucey. Morning. Oh, hang on. Let me just flip this back. Oh, where are you going, Brucey? I know, you want to go out. Go on your bed, go on your bed. Go on, go on, lie down. Oh, you're dry, that's nice. Dry and warm. Just wait, Brucey, I know you're desperate to go out. Morning. Morning, Brucey. Morning. I know. Oh, he's whimpering. He's happy boy. Morning. Come over here. Come and lie with me. Come on. Morning. I know, it's early, isn't it? Ugh. Morning. Morning, everybody. I know, it's okay. Can you hear his little whimpers when he's really, really happy? Morning. Morning, Brucey. Got a weepy eye. What have you been doing? I know. Right, I've got to let Bruce out. Now, judging by how the tent is now sitting on me here, there's snow on us and it's weighed down. So let me just let Bruce out. Hang on, Brucey. Very difficult to film this. Oh, he's so excited. I think he knows something's different. Hang on. Hold on, Bruce. Oh. Where's the zip? Oh, it's cold. Ooh, that feels cold. Oh. Come on then. Oh, it's a winter wonderland. Yes, snow on the top, pushing down on everything. Oh, it looks lovely out there. Oh, and it's snowing now. I don't know if the camera's picking that up. Right, I've got a lot of work to do. I've got to sort this tent out. I've got to sort the tent out because it's weighing down on me here. And I've got a feeling half of that will be ice. So I'm going to get out there. Yeah, I'm going to get dressed, get out there and get to it. I'll see you out there. Oh, that was a struggle. Okay, let's see what the damage is. The snow hasn't come in, as I predicted. The trees up here have blocked the snow from coming in the front. But it's covered in this icy... Actually, it's not so bad. But the back is completely flattened. I think it's a bit of a mess at the back. Let's go and have a look. Oh, I've got my Arctic boots on. Wow. Yeah. So the back is completely flattened and the trees are hanging down. So, as predicted, it wouldn't hold the snow and it's just resting on the tent. Okay, I've got to get all this cleared. It looks like a puddle there as well. Oh, this is going to be quite epic. Okay, let's get on with it. Oh man, it's all weighed down. Whew. It's like a puddle, a frozen puddle as well. It's snow. My gloves are waterproof in case you were wondering. These deck shell things. Ooh. I'm hot now. Okay, Bruce wants his breakfast. Oh man, that was hot work. Did you have a nice breakfast, Brucey? Go on then, out you go. Go and play. Right, got to get some water from the filter, get a coffee on. So let's do this. Oh. Right, coffee time. Woo, got to let some heat out. So I'm going to have to keep tapping the tarp. It's settling quite a lot. And I've tied the back up just a little bit more, a little bit higher, which hopefully will make a bit of a difference. Coffee. It's just beautiful. So beautiful.
having fun in the snow. Gotta put your collar on. Okay. Wait. So I might give Bruce a pig's ear a treat. Cheers everybody, thanks for coming again. So I've got some jobs to do. First up, got to make a fire. So I'll probably start with smaller pieces, just get a base of a fire going, and then start chopping up the bigger pieces for a slow burn. And I'm going to set it out just out from underneath the tarp. It's going to get dripped on quite a bit, but as long as the fire's hot enough, it'll be fine. The condensation in here, I realized, is from the kettle. Yeah. You having fun, Brucey, in the snow? Right, I've done some work. I've unhooked the back, put the guy lines on, and then raised the whole thing. So now snow should fall off it better. And I've got all this space at the back here, which is pretty big, because it's a big tarp. So if I wanted more space at the front, I could just move the tent back, because don't forget I haven't pegged the tent in. Brucey, you're just running around like crazy. He keeps chewing on the deer bone. So yeah, very taut, because big clumps of snow are going to come off these trees. But right now, I need to process this wood. Don't you just love the sound of snow? Listen. Isn't that right, Brucey? Right, so we need to make a fire. The snow has just died down a bit, but oh boy. We could get a lot more, who knows? It was only forecast for about 20 centimeters, I think. Isn't it beautiful? Let's have a look. Oh, that's what Bruce wants to do. He wants to go and look at the tops. Okay, well, let's have a quick look at the tops. I've got to be careful because I'm wearing my booties. So I've got to try and stick to just walking on the snow to protect them.
Wow. Oh. So peaceful. Right, let's get chopping with firewood. Gosh, I tell you what, walk in this gear and you get hot extremely quickly. I'm baking suddenly. So these come with, excuse the crotch shot, vents here in the legs. Let all that heat out. I know you didn't really want to see that, but I'm just so hot. Yeah, you just walk for a couple of minutes and you're baking. Very good gear. There's home. Whew. Come on, isn't this amazing? Let me zoom out for you. Just look at this. Oh. Are you happy, Brucey? Bruce, are you happy? Maybe when I get the fire going, he'll just lie down and chill out in front of it. But wouldn't bet on it. He's absolutely crazy. Yeah, that's a much better setup. Snow will fall off there. I thought I'd have to come and deal with the tarp in the snow. Done it before. Been there, done it. This is definitely the best configuration for snow that I found. Sort of like an A-frame. So this is a 4 by 3 meter tarp, very long. Gives me tons of space. If I had to move the tent back, I can. Dead sticks everywhere. Yeah, if I had to move the tent back, then I could do that. Just to give myself a bit more room. Good night, Brucey. He wants to play with sticks. So once I've done the firewood, I'll take him out for a play with the stick. That jacket is insanely hot when you get working. Hey Brucey, I've got to do some work now. Yeah. You're sort of in the way. So I'll kneel on my plastic bag again. Oh man. And I've opened the vents in these pants as well, because these are hot too. I'm gonna get hot. I'm gonna get really hot. Okay, saw. I'm not gonna wear gloves because my hands will just get hot as well. This saw is just incredible. Thank you for my kiss, Bruce. It's very difficult doing things with Bruce around because he just kisses all the time. That's my stick, Bruce. You can't have that. No, Bruce, you leave it. Go and find another one. That's my stick, Bruce. Bruce. Brucey, that's my stick. I'm trying to chop it up. Look, you can let me have my stick to chop up, please? Please. Thank you. Bruce, mind out, Brucey, mind out. Because I don't want to get you.
hang on, Brucey. Just... He wants to play, but I've got to get this chopped up. And this is good stuff. I don't want to waste this. Because it's so difficult to find dry stuff right now. No, Bruce, leave it. Leave it. I'll get you one, honestly. But right now, I've got work to do. He will disappear and go and find a stick for himself. He's gone. There you go. He's bored of that already. That was quite easy with that saw. Got some big chunky pieces. I'm hoping it burns quite well. Use that one as the base. So that pile that I've got there, that won't last long at all. There's just not enough wood around here. I know it seems daft that we're surrounded. You'd think there would be, but excuse the pun, but there just isn't. Everything's alive. There's hardly anything dead, and a lot of the stuff that is dead is rotten or punky. So, gosh, you get cold quite quickly once you stop working. So yeah, I'm a bit skeptical. I don't know when to light this fire. Right now I'm not cold, and I really wanted the fire to cook on later. Whew. So yeah, I was going to put the fire in these stones down here. I'm so tempted to try and light it now, but it would be a mistake. That will burn out in a couple of hours. You need like a huge amount. I could go looking for another one, but I doubt I'll find one. Yeah, maybe I'll go and have a look, see if I can find another tree. I found another one that I've just cut down. Looks pretty good. Nice and dry, nice and dead. Again, this one branch won't last long, so I need a few more. So I've just got to keep digging, hunting around, try and find more. And the snow has started again. Beautiful. Brucey, you're getting covered in snow. You're going to shake. You're going to shake? No, he doesn't care. Right, more wood. Woo. Thank you. My back is really good. Thanks for that chair. Woo. Okay, back at it again. I need to start sawing this wood up. Get on there. Bruce, your blanket is getting wet. So all that did is create that. Not a huge amount, but all adds to what I've already got. Oh, I think I need another hot drink. Yeah, these trees are giving me a really good cover. That was hot work. Just sit back and look at my fine achievement of chopping all that wood. Hey Brucey. Oh, the first thing we've got to do is dry out your dog bed. It is waterproof, so the underside of it is actually dry, but the top is wet. And he's not going to lie in that. Oh Bruce, you're a right mess. He's been having a great time. Oh, hello. So if I light the fire, he might come and lie by it. Just got to work out where to do it. Yeah, I think I'm going to light it. Heat things up around here, get stuff dry. So I won't bother showing you me lighting it again. Hopefully I'll come back to you when it's already lit. Welcome back everybody. That took quite a while. Oh, smoke. So, beechwood, which is all I've got here, is hardwood. It's very difficult to get it going. Once it gets going, it burns really hot. It's great, but to start, it's so difficult. I did have to batten down a whole load of wood, and it still took ages. I mean, this has probably been going now 3 hours. I've been working on it, doing other things, fixing the tarp, that sort of stuff. So yeah, 3 hours. Now it's smoking a lot now because I've just put a load of fresh unbattened pieces on it because I want to get it just roaring hot. And also what's happening is snow is dripping down. It's melting snow that's up in the tree, so you can hear it. It's not actually raining or anything. It's just the snow melt from my fire. So I wanted to put the fresh stuff on top, let that get super hot, and then as the drips fall on it, it just evaporates. But I reckon it will still be going by tonight for dinner. There'll be red hot coals. I'm gonna have a cup of soup. Oh, there you go. I don't know if you saw that. A whole load of snow just fell down on the fire. But it's so hot now inside that it's just evaporating everything. So I just need the logs that I've put on to get hot, and then we're cooking. Literally. Temperatures dropped. So I'd say it's about -3 degrees centigrade. Not ridiculously cold, but cold enough that even with this gear, you'd feel cold sitting still for a while, which I've done now. When I was battling and doing all the work, I was getting really hot. But now I'm feeling a little bit chilled, but that's also because I haven't eaten anything. So I need to get this cup of soup in me. I might have 2 cups of soup actually. Some good energy in these roast chicken cup of soups. They really hit the spot. So you can hear the fire, you can hear the wood. Also, yeah, it doesn't help that the wood is not 100% dry. This is a rainforest, very wet most of the year, and it's winter, so the sun hasn't been drying any of this dead standing stuff out. So you can hear this sizzling away as it heats this timber. And that's also why it's smoking. Once it stops sizzling, then it's burnt off all the moisture that's in the wood, and it will just get cranking and get really nice and hot. Damp wood doesn't give off as much heat. It sucks heat away from the fire, in fact. But I need to get this cranking nice and big, because I've got a bunch of stuff I want to dry off as well. Wow, you can tell it's getting hotter because it sounds like it's raining. All that is snow melt. We're probably going to get some massive clumps of snow falling down. Yeah. It's really loud when it hits the top. Ah. Bruce has made himself a little dry bed. So what he's done is, I'll show you later, but, oh, that's nice. He's poured away at the ground and really scooped it away, and he's made himself a bed. That's what he does. He loves doing that. He does that at home as well. There are pockets, bowls in the ground everywhere where he makes his favourite beds. Croutons, lovely. I think I might have to have some bread with it. So even though it's smoky, this wood is way better than what I had last night. That was just giving off no heat. And I just as you saw, I gave up on it and put it out. Cup of soup. So good. Really warms you up. Snowing heavily again. I think Bruce got a little bit cold and he came and lay down here. Not near the fire, but I think he's just I think he's been playing, but now he just wants to rest. And he won't come in here because he wants to stay out and watch the snow. So I'm trying my best to keep him warm. He'll be baking under this and he might kick it off soon. But he's sort of just in the rain a bit. Well, that's okay. I can dry the blanket off later. But at least he'll be warm under that. And I put his bed out and he won't lie on his bed. He prefers the ground. He is mad. So this wood should last me for dinner. That's the plan anyway. So Bruce's blanket is steaming here, so I really want to get him closer to here. Out of that rain. Bruce, you're going to come around here? Come on. Come and lie on your bed here. Come on. Here. Oh, he's steaming. Look how hot he is. There's so much steam coming off him. Come and lie down here on your bed. Go on. Lie down. Good boy. Good boy. Wow. You did it. That's a first. There you go. Thank you for my kiss. Okay. Wow, he's really hot. I don't know if the camera picked up all the steam coming off him. He's definitely not cold. Good. Because I didn't like him lying there in the snow. But Bruce just does what he wants to do. Wherever he feels comfy, he'll go to. And sometimes I just have to force him to go where I want him to go. So I just don't know if the camera can pick it up, but the steam pouring off of him. It's not really the fire that's doing that. He's just hot. There's steam coming out of there. This is just him. He's got such a fantastic winter coat. He just doesn't feel it. Now he curled up there and really curled up tight before, which is why I put the blanket on him. It's usually a sign that he's trying to get some heat back into his body. But that's the first time I've seen him do it since we've been here. Now he's sprawled out. He's not curled up because he's hot now. And steaming. Like my boots are steaming. This fire is giving off some good heat. So the problem with putting, that should be silver, the problem with putting isopropyl alcohol in there is it soots like crazy. I mean, it's terrible for sooting. It really is, but it cooks so quickly. It gets so hot. So it's a trade-off. Ah, hot chocolate for the win. So sit rep. I'm happy. First snow of the season, and I managed to get up here and get into it. It's not always possible if I've got other things planned. I managed to get a fire going, which is rare up here. I've got Brucey with me, and he's happy. He's steaming. Got a decent tent, decent tarp, everything is holding up. No dramas. Oh, welcome back everybody. I'm starving. It's not quite dark yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cook up some food because I am hungry. So I'm going to use my little grill. Oh, and Brucey's up. Oh, and you're steaming, Brucey. Oh, look at all the steam. Yeah, so I'm starving, so I'm gonna cook some food. I'm gonna have some burgers. Bruce, not for you. We'll have your dinner later. He'll have a treat probably when I have mine. Not now, Bruce, not yet. Later. Yeah, I've got some burgers. Ah, it is coming down, it really is. Bruce, no, come on and lie down. Go on, lie down. Somewhere. Oh, you don't want to go in your bed anymore. Maybe you got too hot. Yeah, it's really coming down. So is this going to hold? I think it is. And it's been on and off like this pretty much all day. That should work quite well. Oh. Yeah, so Bruce was nice and dry just then, and now he's gone straight back out. I don't know if you can see him here, but he's gone straight back out in the rain, in the snow I mean. You gonna come and lie down? You gonna lie down? You gonna lie down? Come on, lie down. He's a good boy. There you go. I think it was just I just started talking when he got up. Let's keep him warm and steaming. Not that he feels the cold at all, but oh, the conditions are amazing. They really are. So I've still got some cheese left over as well. Oh, I've got some bread, but it's a bit flattened. It got squished in the bag. Cheese. Yes. Okay. Aha! Mozzarella cheese. So this is going to be a bit tricky because I actually have to sit out in the snow to cook these. But they're cooking quickly. This fire is so hot. Nice. Oh, not again. I dropped them again. Why do I always do this on this grill? Oh, I did this last time. I dropped the steak on the floor. Oh, it's just a couple of leaves. Okay. There you go. All fine. I don't hide anything. All my screw-ups. So I've got one burger bun left. Oh no, I've got 1.5. I'll just toast that gently. But the cheese is going to be tricky. How do I get the cheese on here? I hate hoods. How do I get the cheese on here without it all falling through? Don't know. I think burgers are best cooked in the pan. Shall I put the pan on here? I might do actually. Okay, let's put them in the pan. Because I'm going to make a complete mess of this otherwise with the cheese. And I know it's entertaining for you all, but okay, is the pan going to stay? That's the thing. Got one toasted bun. Alright, let's do this. Okay, I've got to lose the hood. I hate hoods. They are so irritating. Okay, cheese going on. I know I'm going to screw this up. But I'm past caring. Too hungry. Welcome to camping with Tony and Bruce. It's always the same. But I'm so happy to be up here. It's so pretty. It really is. I'm not cold because I've got the right gear and I've got a fire. Fire makes a massive difference. The only thing is, everything stinks of smoke afterwards and you just never get rid of it. I mean, it really reeks of smoke. If anyone has found a way of getting the smoke smell out of tarp and clothes and everything else, I'm all ears. Oh. It doesn't matter what it looks like. Honestly, doesn't matter what it looks like. It's gonna taste brilliant. The only thing I didn't bring was mustard or tomato ketchup or brown sauce. So I've bought nothing. Damn it. And Bruce is off. He's all warmed up and he's ready to go and play again. Alright, I think we're good. To be honest, I don't care if we're not good. Now I just need to find a way to do this. Oh, crispy cheese. Oh, why didn't I bring mustard or tomato ketchup? I always forget something. And I'm sure someone will comment, you need to have a list. I'm just not that person, okay? I don't do lists. Oh gosh, I can't wait. Okay, we need to take this off the heat. Ugh, there you go. Wow, it's roaring now. All right. Oh. I don't know why the chair feels like it's got a wrong angle. Hang on. Oh, that's better. Okay. Bon appetit, everybody. Oh, wow. Okay. I have to give Bruce a treat. Get a pig's ear. Come on then. There you go. It's going to get smoky now because I've turned the wood over. So good. I'm going to devour this. I'll bring you back later for cigar time. Welcome back, everybody. Time for a cigar. Fire's a bit smoky because I just cranked it a bit, but I don't think it will smoke for long. It is giving off so much heat, it's unbelievable. Everything is steaming. Cigar time and a hot chocolate. Bruce, get out of there. What are you doing? Yeah, so I'm so stuffed after those burgers that I'm just probably not going to eat anymore anyway. Wow, it's just beautiful. Settle down, Bruce. So I've turned the light on and immediately Bruce is triggered. Nightmare. Go away, go on. Go and play somewhere else. He just sat there for a minute and he's steaming away. So yeah, everything is steaming, everything is warming up, it's great. Trying to warm Bruce's blanket up a bit. Dry it out as much as possible before bed. Because it's still a bit damp. So this is absolutely beautiful, absolutely perfect. The fire, for the first time, is giving off serious heat. mean, look at the tarp steaming. Superb. Right, so we have a Romeo Giulietta Cazadores. This is a nice cigar. Very different to the Monte Cristo that I had last night. Haha, perfect. Wow, so you're getting treated to 2 cigar times in one video. So I'll probably give this fire about another couple of hours of giving off sufficient heat. And I have no more wood left. That's it. Ironically, I was just walking out to just see the tops, and I just found a dead standing tree over there, but there's just no point. Save it for next time. I don't need another one now. I've made a note of where it is. So what do you all think of this spot? In the trees, hunkered down with the snow. What do you think? Visit it again or do a different spot? This spot has a lot going for it. It's a clearing, so plenty to look at, deep snow. Usually if you camp right in the trees, wow, it's just never as nice, you can't see as much. The camp on the tops, can't have a tarp because there's nothing to tie the tarp off to. And the tarp has been superb, it really has. This 4x3 meter tarp, I've got so much space to spread out. Snow's not touching me. I think you can see the steam. Can you see the steam coming off the top? It's coming in between me and the camera, so I can see it. Amazing. Yeah, so lots to like about this spot. Oh. The one observation that I have is because I'm having a fire and I'm under the trees, there is a constant dripping on the tarp. It sounds like rain. If I didn't have the fire, it would just be dead silence. Nothing. You wouldn't hear a thing. So I don't know. I do like the silence. But I also like the sound of the rain on the tarp. In the morning, so the plan in the morning, no fire, probably a quick breakfast, not sure yet, coffee, and pack up and go, to get back early, got lots to do. So in the morning, if it is snowing, I'm not sure if it will or not, probably won't be. But it should be dead silence as well. The walk out should be absolutely beautiful, especially along further up the ridge. Someone asked me, when am I going to start drinking again? I haven't had a drink, proper drink, this year, 2022. Just training. I had COVID last year before, and then I actually got it again this year, but I had it a year before, and I just wanted to get back to my peak fitness, get my six-pack back, because I gained a lot of weight when I was away. I went up to 100 kilos, 100 something. And now I'm what, 89, 88. So I just wanted to get really fit again, and I don't think I can do that when I'm drinking. So when I achieve my goal, six-pack, then I'll treat myself with a beautiful whiskey, and I'll try and savor that, do that for a camp with you guys. Can you see the fire on the camera? It's so hot. It's absolutely boiling here. It's beautiful. Everything drying out perfectly. To do with the clothes rack. I haven't got enough guy cord left to make a clothes line, and because it's dripping, I can't hang anything out the front here anyway. There you go. Big clump of snow just fell off the trees. That's just from the heat from the fire. It's not dripping anywhere else, just here. It's frozen everywhere else. So when this fire goes out tonight, everything is just going to freeze up, I'm assuming. So I'll be packing up a frozen tarp. It's just starting to snow again. Oh, so I did a poll on my community tab I said, what type of camping excites you the most? Not what I do necessarily, or just what excites you the most. I think 60% of you said wild camping, like this. I think 30% was car, truck camping with a tent. And then just some other stuff as well, other types of camping. But 60% like the wild camping. I was quite surprised. I thought people would prefer truck camping because it's more accessible to people than wild camping. So I wonder why that is. Oh, I want to give a quick shout out to Diane in Buffalo, New York. Thank you very much, Diane. I got it. Thank you. Very sweet of you. I think your husband's name is Michael. I think so. But yes, thank you again. And thank you to everyone who's bought merchandise, who's gone and buy me a coffee and bought us treats. I think I need to put Bruce's collar on, talking of Bruce. Thank you for all our members, YouTube members, and all the super thanks. The money goes a long way and it is spent wisely. So yes, again, thank you very much to everybody. Your generosity is amazing. Bruce, we need to put your collar on. Good boy. You're so clever. Okay, go on then, off you go. You won't see him. I can't move the camera around to where he is. He keeps disappearing off down the hill. And you know, it doesn't matter where I move it to, he just goes the opposite direction. It was just near this spot, just behind us, in a couple of videos ago, we saw the owl that was fascinated with Bruce. It'd be kind of cool to see him again. I don't know if they come out in the snow. But yeah, I'll keep a lookout. Might come and check us out, I don't know. The smoke might annoy it. Oh, it's warm enough to undo everything and strip. I've got my phone on charge in my pocket here. So yeah, everything, batteries don't like the cold. Even the camera. Although the camera is doing very well. I'm really surprised. It's doing better than my old one, my 6600.
Maybe it's just better in the cold. But your phone, battery chargers, all those sorts of things, they work much better when you keep them warm. So at night time in these temperatures, when you're in your tent, it's good to put your phone either in your sleeping bag or just wrap it in your down jacket. Just keep it covered, keep it protected. If it's exposed, you'll see the battery will just die so quickly. Yeah. Oh. A hot chocolate hits the spot, it really does. So, another thing in the cold, again, planning for maybe not having a fire. Because this was my last attempt. Honestly, at one point I thought it wasn't going to work. Wow, it's blowing right at the camera. I might have to just, oh no, see, it's just, the wind is swirling. So yeah, all that wood to get to this point, and I honestly thought it wasn't going to take. I used my my pad inflator to kick-start it again to get it really going. But I thought it was going to fail. I almost ran out of fire starting material. Luckily I've got that tin crammed full and I think I used pretty much all of it. I've got a couple more bits in there just in case of emergency. I desperately need a fire. But yeah, that's the other thing. You got to remember that you'll be sitting around a lot. And if you haven't got a fire, you're going to get cold. So you've got to constantly be taking in calories, heat, hot drinks. So with me, I bought coffees, lots of sachets of coffee, lots of hot chocolates, and the coffees are like lattes. So they've got sugar in them, calories. It's snowing. I don't know if you can see that, but it's quite heavy snowflakes coming down now. So coffees, hot chocolates, isotonic. I tell you what, isotonic powder, when you have that hot, it's really nice. Yeah, really nice. Soups, yeah, a cup of soups. So all those things, you just keep drinking. Yeah, it keeps you warm. And I was so warm sitting in front of the fire earlier, I actually fell asleep in this chair. This is a comfy chair, I tell you. This is the most comfortable chair I've had on one of these. And with the headrest, the neck support, reclining, it is just heaven. It really is. Which brings me to the next point of, to have all these drinks you need a water source. Yeah. So I've got the tarn over there and I've got my water filter and I've got my big 6 litre bag. I might just move the camera a bit so you can see the snow. It's getting caked. Oh, I am so happy. Thank you again everyone for coming with me on this one. This might be my favourite one yet. I don't know if you can see him in the background. You probably can't, but... Bruce, what are you doing? Come here. Bruce, come here. Come on. Oh, Brucey. Come here, come on. Bruce, to me. Come on, come here. What are you doing back there?
Oh, he's just having so much fun with the light. Now that I've moved the camera there, it's casting a shadow. Very handy, these little gas butane burners that I use for my cigar. Very handy. They weigh absolutely nothing. This is a Trade Flame. I think it's a New Zealand brand, but it's probably a generic Chinese. But it's quite handy lighting the Trangia with this. So the Monte Cristo stays alight. The Cazadores doesn't. Don't know why that is. So I'm not going to move the camera this time. I'm going to leave it there in the snow so you can see it. And I've got my new microphone on there, which I hope is working. I hope all of this is working. Again, this is only the second time I've filmed with this setup, so we will see. The snow might be playing havoc with the autofocus. But this is a really good test of this camera. It's the Sony A7S III. It's a serious piece of kit. And I've got a floodlight, and I've got the Rode Video Mic Pro Plus microphone. So all combined, that's a serious piece of kit, and I'm hoping it does the job. And it is getting exposed to the snow here, and the wet, the cold, the smoke, the heat, everything. And I hope it's doing a good job. Hope the focus is working. Now you might be wondering why I don't burn these wrappers. Well, that's because they're sort of plasticky. They're not paper. Plasticky or a bit of foil in there, you know. And I don't think... It's one thing to burn wood, but I wouldn't chuck anything else in the fire that's not natural, and those aren't natural. Nothing worse than finding someone's had a campfire and there's all sorts of rubbish in it that just doesn't burn properly. That's really annoying. Oh. Okay, head torch is coming on because it's getting dark. It might not look it in the camera, but it is dark. you doing, Brucey? Hey, Bruce. What's this? What you doing? Careful. Okay, everybody. It's enough snow. I'll bring you all back for bedtime.
Oh, welcome back, everybody. Well, it's bedtime. It's much colder tonight than it was last night. I waited till the fire went out and watched another movie. And now I'm warming up in the tent in my sleeping bag. And Brucey he didn't want to come to bed. He's sulking a bit. But he'll be okay. He's going to be warm and dry in there in the morning. He'll be toasty, won't you, Brucey? Hmm? Won't you? Hey? You're being warm. Hmm? Thank you for my kiss. You're gonna clean yourself. Yeah, so he'll spend the next hour or so cleaning himself once I've stopped talking. Right, everybody. Well, that was a fun day. Had a good fire, good food. I'm dreading tomorrow. Absolutely dreading it. It's snowing right now out there. I've cleared the tarp, but it's going to accumulate again. Is what it is. See, he's cleaning himself now. But tomorrow, packing up is going to be awful because the gear will weigh so much more because it'll be icy. And there's just no way you can get all the ice off. So, guy lines will be frozen solid. Tarp will be frozen solid. Tent will be easy and dry, which will be good. But everything else will be a mess. If I can sneak in and see him cleaning himself. This is the whole thing moving. He's preening himself under there. So he'll get super warm and he'll probably kick the blanket off. He just hates it. After a while. I mean, he falls asleep to it and then it just gets too hot. Okay, everyone. I don't think anything's going to happen in the middle of the night. It's just going to keep snowing, I think. Hopefully it stops because I don't want tons and tons of snow on this thing. And I'll see you all in the morning for coffee and a quick breakfast and then a quick get out. It's been fun. Thanks for coming, everyone. See you in the morning. Night, everybody. Night, night, Brucey. Night, night. Morning, Brucey. Hello. 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 Morning. Why did you push your blanket off? Oh, you're warm. Hey, morning. Morning. Oh, yeah. Okay. Hold on, Brucey. Need to turn the camera around. I know. Lie down. Lie down a second. Just lie down 1 minute. Oh, morning, everybody. Morning, Brucey. Oh, thank you for my kisses. Thank you for my kisses. I know. You want to go out. I've got to let Bruce out. Oh, it was a cold night. I was cold. Don't know why. Like a phantom cold. It was weird. There's condensation in here. It's not too bad though, but yeah, there's condensation everywhere. Should be expected in here. Bruce is sniffing the fresh air outside. He wants out. Okay, I've got to let Bruce out. Always a struggle to film this. Hang on, Bruce. Let me let you out. Yeah, condensation is quite bad. Probably because things were a bit damp in here anyway. Hold on, Brucey. Hold on, wait. Door's closed. Oh. There he goes. Ugh. Oh. Oh, he's seeing if there's any remnants from dinner. Oh, it's cold. Oh, it's really cold. But I'd say it's not as bad as it was yesterday. It did snow last night. I can see there's a layer on the top of the top. Oh, it's snowing now. Oh yeah, it's snowing. Okay, it's pretty early. It's pretty dark. I've got to get up. Got to get warmed up, get all my gear on, get a coffee on. So I'll come back to you in a bit. Whew. Chilly. It is colder than I thought it was.
Right, there's lots of snow and ice. Keeping that in there just to keep it warm. Bruce, mind out now, we've got flame. Come on, round here, come here. Okay. So last night I was cold. I don't know if it was a phantom cold, if I really was cold. I know that sounds weird, but it was just odd. Hot, cold, hot, cold, hot, cold. Hot body, cold feet. It really was all over the place. Can't explain it. I think what happened was, because I'd eaten so early and didn't really have much to eat later, my body was struggling to regulate temperature, so it had to try and keep me warm, and it just couldn't. It was struggling. So that's the thing, is the furnace was probably empty. It does switch into a sort of a fat burning mode, but it's not as good as having fuel in your body. So I should have eaten more right before going to bed. Then I'd have been toasty warm all night. I was just silly, I was just lazy, and didn't think it through properly. Usually I do eat quite close to bedtime, so that was just my own stupid mistake. Now his face is going to go back and forth because he keeps looking to see if I'm getting his breakfast out, which I will now. Well, tell you what, without the without my insulated pants on, it is quite chilly. I didn't put them on just because, well, Bruce, hang on. I didn't put them on because I just couldn't be bothered. I'm going to be packing up straight away and heading out, so, and then I'll definitely get hot on the walk out. I haven't got my thermal boot liners on either, my Arctic shields. So it's a big breakfast for Bruce this morning because it's a big walk out. I want him to have plenty of fuel, so this is a really big breakfast for him. That's a big breakfast. Go on then, Brucey. So, what do I think? Well, assessment of the gear. Am I misting up? I hope you can see me. This new camera doesn't seem to have the same fogging issue that the other one did, but then, saying that, I don't know. I have to have a look. Let me have a look. Is it fogging? No. Oh, okay. Yeah, but gear-wise, I wish I'd bought one more layer. My very lightweight down jacket to put on under this. I think, in terms of gear, also I wish I'd bought my thicker sleeping bag. Yeah, because I know I can. I've never ever been cold in that, and I think what it is that the
down in this sleeping bag maybe got damp last night and also wasn't as efficient. And that's the problem with down, is once it gets damp and compressed, it's useless, absolutely useless. So I have another sleeping bag which is DWR, properly DWR treated, and the feathers are treated, the down is treated, so it just works much better. So I wish I had bought a different bag. But that's it. I think everything else is perfect. The tarp was perfect. 4x3, loads of room. Snow isn't coming in here at all, as you can see. It's a big area that I've got to sit out in. So yeah, all good. Right, I'll come back to you when this is boiled. Oh, I've got to walk out in this. Well, the worst thing actually is not walking out in this, it's packing up in this. Yeah, anyone who knows my channel knows I hate packing up. Oh, but packing up in the rain or snow, it's horrible. Yeah, it would be nice to have a roaring fire this morning, but it takes so long for beechwood to get hot and to get burning and to get really cranking that by the time it got hot, I'd be heading out anyway. And then I'd have a hot fire I'd have to deal with to put out and bury. So it just is what it is. I just need to warm up. And have some food. So I had two options. One was bacon and sausages, but I'm just not in the mood. I don't want to walk out after having a massive breakfast like that, so I'm going to have oats instead. I think I've got apple and cinnamon oats. And in fact, I can prepare them now. So I've got 2 packets. So what you do is, got some cold water there. This is the simple way. You don't have to make oats complicated. They're quick oats. What are they? Famous one, Uncle Toby's. So just leave that in that cold water for a little bit and then add boiling water. And then put the lid on, leave it to sit, and they'll be ready. It's that simple for breakfast. Sometimes you just want it easy. I don't want to sit here frying bacon and sausages in these temperatures. What I'd rather do is have a big slap up breakfast on the way home, because it's a 3-hour drive home. So yeah, stop off at a cafe, something like that. Why are you lying in the snow? Oh, he's so warm under here. So his thick downy coat, oh, it's, I could warm my hands up on his coat. On the outside it's freezing cold, but you stick your fingers in there and it's so warm and fluffy. And he's got his thickest of thick winter coats on right now in preparation. It's amazing. Humans are useless in the cold. I think he's one layer off a husky. Yeah. You know what, I might just let that burn off, just to get some heat around here.
That's it. So I've put 2 packets in, so I've got to add all this. There you go. And just leave that to sit. Like that. And that will go in here. See how much stuff I can fit into my jacket. Well, it's like a hot water bottle. Oh, that's nice. Wow, that's nice. Plus the combination of this flame. Believe it or not, this is giving off a lot of heat. It's that isopropyl alcohol. Yeah, it does soot everything up, but man, that's a nice warmth coming from there as well. It's only fuel that I've got to carry out anyway. This is nice. So I could have done that before bed. I don't know why I didn't think of that as well. There's very few bottles I would trust to do that with. A Nalgene, proper Nalgene, is one of the only ones I would trust. But you can put boiling water in these. They're amazing. And the seal will hold. Oh. First snow of the season. And my first 2-nighter. Oh gosh, I can't remember the last time I did a 2-night camp. I think it was the one I did by the lake. Yeah. Must have been. So what do you all prefer, 1-nighters or 2-nighters? To be honest, it's much easier for me to do 1-nighters. Also, it's just the fact of leaving Anne alone, and as she doesn't have Bruce with her, I've got him. Yeah, it's kind of not fair. I know she's missing him now, I'm sure she is. And me, of course. But she's probably missing Bruce more. Oh, that's nice. Okay, now I'm feeling quite toasty. My fingers are warming up. Yeah, it's all coming good. And I think I've nailed this new camera. I think I've sorted it now. It's quite a lot to to master, but getting there, getting there. The old camera wouldn't have been able to show you both. It would have been too dark in here. So that's doing quite a good job. Right, I'm going to let my oats just sit and expand. And I'll come back to you after I've had them, probably. Yeah. Oh, right, yeah, time to pack up. And now I'm cooking. And packing up is going to get me even hotter. So I'll most likely fast forward this bit, just to spare you. Okay, best way to do this. I need to make room for it. Freestanding tents. You gotta love them. A lot less faff. Wow. Oh, my back. Oops, wasn't going to pull that. Now I might have to put my gloves on for this bit because everything is freezing cold. Wow, you get a really good view of what it looks like under there now. It's a lot of space. So these are Dex Shell waterproof gloves. They're quite warm, but right now they're freezing cold. I'm hoping they'll warm up when I get moving. Okay. Bruce, where are you? Oh, there you are. I like how you don't help me at all. Hey? It's just all playtime for Bruce. Thank you. You've come to help. Good boy. Oh, he heard me. Got to say, of all the tents I own, this is the easiest to deal with. And Hillberg tents are notoriously difficult and complicated. But this one, the Una, very easy. No, Bruce, no. Gosh, I don't know if you saw that, but Bruce almost went for the pole. He thought it was like a stick or something. Ah. I can't even explain how filthy it is in the tent. Bruce has brought in, I think, half the forest with him. It's going to be a lot of fun cleaning this out at home. Right, so the Una, you can just stuff it. Hilberg tent bags are big, almost like oversized, so plenty of room to stuff your tent. So you see, that's pretty pain-free. It honestly doesn't get much easier than that. That's the tent. Well, I think I'm pretty much done. Hello. Now all I've got to do is take the chair apart and take the tarp down. Coming up. You're going to come up for strokes. You're coming up for strokes. Oh. The moment I've been dreading. Putting the chair away and taking the tarp down. Okay, let's do this. Right, so the jacket's got to come off. Oh, and a thicker beanie. I should have bought a thicker beanie. Don't know why I didn't think about that. Again, just silly. I was trying to go lightweight, but I skimped on the stuff that I shouldn't have done. Well, the jacket's been great. Right, this is the bit I'm dreading. The problem with gloves is you lose a lot of dexterity, even though these are called deck shell. Oh, that keeps coming out. What am I doing? Tell you, when I packed this at home, it was a lot better organised. Okay, stay in. Good boy, Brucey. I know, you're ready to go home, aren't you? Always carry a lightweight waterproof shell. Could save your life. No insulation, but if you're walking or moving in the wind and rain, definitely could be the difference between life and death. And I'm not joking about that. Lightweight, breathable, waterproof shell. You instantly feel the protection that it provides. Okay, so oh, not looking forward to this at all. Oh, my cord is frozen. Thought that might happen. Brucey. This came out of nowhere, didn't it? Good boy. Bruce is so entertaining. This is where my carabiners on the cord thing makes a huge difference. Just makes it so easy. Let me move you a bit closer. See how big this dry patch is that I've made. How's that? I don't know what you can see. It's quite dark now. Can you see Brucey? Yeah, you can. There you go. He'll keep you entertained. Right. Last cord. Bruce, stay over here. Come on. Come and lie down here in the dry. Come on, lie down. Lie down. Good boy. Feet are getting cold. Got to get moving. Yeah, so carabiners, pre-tied cord, no knots, no frozen knots to deal with. I've shown them on loads of videos before. You'll have to go back and look on some. Where I'm using a tarp, I'm always using this. Okay. You know what? That wasn't as painful as I thought it was going to be. But there's ice all along the edge of this tarp. That I don't want to have to carry home. Oh, that's cold. Cold on the hands. And as I said before, he won't wear a coat. So I know some of you are going to say, why didn't you get him a coat and shoes? He won't. He doesn't need them. That's for dogs that just aren't built for these conditions. Even Australian Shepherd dogs, Australian Collies, mix. They're not as good as the purebred Border Collie in these conditions. I mean, Bruce can handle incredibly cold temperatures. It doesn't bother him at all. Because he's a working dog. Wow, that's so cold. Oh, you wouldn't want to do this without gloves. Been there, done that, and it's horrible. The worst day of your life. It could bring a grown man to tears. And believe me, I've seen it. Not saying it was me, but it might have been. Okay, now all the frozen paracord Oh, my poor camera is getting a battering. I mean, look, it's just frozen solid. Oh, wow, that wasn't too bad. Whew. All right, everybody, I've got to put the camera away, the big camera, and strap it all up. So I'll come back to you when we're walking out on the iPhone. Oh, there's a little robin. That's a bush robin. Very friendly little bird. Hey. All right, everybody. Bruce, come here. Wrong way. Going that way. Time to go. Campsite's all clear. Leave no trace. Fire all demolished. Rocks moved. And this little robin. Hey, little guy. It's okay. Look how tiny he is. So friendly. And we've got to hike back. Bruce, it's not that way. We're going home. It's that way. Through the deep snow. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. Hop. Hop. Go on. So there's about a foot of snow. Oh. All right, everybody. See you further along the trail on the way back to the car. It's about 2.5 hours back. So catch you then. Come on, Brucey. Let's go. This way. Go on. Go on, Bruce. Show them the way. Wow, it's so deep. Ten o'clock, I think it is now. I think we've been going about 40 minutes. We're just now starting to go downhill. Still got probably an hour and a half to go. It's been pretty slow going, bashing through the snow, all the branches. Oh. You know, I want to thank you all for coming with me on this. It does mean a lot. I want to thank everyone who subscribes, and who leaves a comment. Even if you don't think you have much to say, just a comment would be nice. I do read them all, every single one. I don't often get a chance to respond because I get thousands, but I do love reading the comments. Oh man, yeah, you can see we're heading downhill, down the mountain now because the snow is thinning out a bit. There's a bit of greenery. God, it's hard work pushing through all the snow and all the boughs of the trees. Look, they're all bent over, so they're all in your way. Back there, it was huge, and you're having to bash through them, and it's horrible. It gets down the back of your neck like that. Yuck. So yeah, thanks again everyone for coming on this. Thanks for all the, oh no, oh man, that was cold. Thanks for all the coffees from Buy Me a Coffee and the merch, the super thanks, everything else, the members of the YouTube channel. All right, I've got a long way to go, so catch you down at the car. Oh, okay, we're down onto the river. Oh my God, that was brutal. So hot, coming down and soaked as well. Whew. Okay, so I could either walk out back down the river or go back up into the bush and carry on to the car. Now, walking down the river is hard on the legs. It's harder on Brucey too. So we'll probably go back into the forest. It drops out here and you have to come out. Back into the forest over there where the track starts. Because walking on the water, walking on the river is hard work. Bruce, come on. We're going up. See how clever Bruce is? He could have gone either way there, but I told him to go up and he knows what to do. All right, back up into the forest. About another 10 minutes to the truck. Catch you all there. Back at the truck. Come back to you after I've got all this gear off and changed. Right, Bruce? Yeah. Oh, well, we made it, everybody. Back at the car with Brucey. Hey, Bruce, did you have fun? He did. Oh, he's so warm. He gets so warm so quickly. It's amazing. So take your collar off for you. Don't need that on anymore. Oh, the snow up there, I can see it. Looks amazing. Right, thanks for coming everybody. I hope you enjoyed it. I did. He definitely did. Loves the snow. It's been a great trip. Can't wait to come and do it again, but maybe with a bit less gear. My back is killing me. It's ready to go, ready to pop. It's very painful. So that was a real struggle. I did it all without painkillers. Thanks again, everybody. Please like, subscribe, comment. Yeah, give that old thumbs up and hit the notifications bell so you know when we're doing one again. Because, you know, it's important to know when we're going to release videos. We don't release them on a schedule. It's just when we can manage to get out camping. So be safe, everyone. Hope you had a good time. See you all. Bye, Brucey. You gonna say goodbye? Bye, everybody.